Ever found yourself lying awake at night, replaying a conversation, or second-guessing a decision? Yeah, we've all been there. Overthinking isn't just mentally exhausting. It's a roadblock to achieving your goals and living a wealthy, fulfilled life. Overthinking is like a mental spiral that keeps you stuck in the same place, while the rest of the world moves forward. Wait, what if overthinking is just our brain's way of creating imaginary to-do lists? Like, oh, don't forget to stress about everything at 2 a.m. Yeah, no thanks. If you're tired of letting your mind run in circles, stick around. In this video, we're breaking free from the endless loop. Here are 7 powerful tips to stop overthinking and finally clear your mind. Tip 1. Get out of your head and into action. When you're stuck overthinking, it's usually because you're caught in a cycle of mental paralysis, going over every scenario in your head without actually doing anything. The truth is, thinking alone won't solve your problems. The antidote to overthinking is action. Even the smallest step forward can interrupt the cycle. Whether it's a phone call you've been putting off, sending that email, or taking just one step toward your goal, action moves you forward, while overthinking keeps you stuck. The key here is not waiting for the perfect conditions or the right moment, because that moment might never come. Action, no matter how small, creates momentum, and that momentum is what will help you escape the trap of overthinking. Tip 2. Embrace imperfection. One of the main reasons people overthink is because they're striving for perfection. You convince yourself that if it's not perfect, it's not good enough, and that mindset keeps you from moving forward. But here's the truth. No one succeeds by being perfect. They succeed by being consistent. The most successful people in any field are those who make mistakes, learn from them, and keep going. Think about it. How many opportunities have you missed because you were waiting for everything to be just right? Instead of aiming for perfection, aim for progress. It's much better to take imperfect action than no action at all. Success is about learning and growing, and that only happens when you embrace imperfection. Tip 3. Reframe your thoughts. Overthinking is often rooted in negative thinking. When you're stuck in that loop, it's usually because you're focused on what could go wrong, how things might fall apart, or why it won't work out. But what if you flip that script? Instead of asking, what if this goes wrong? Start asking, what if this goes right? Reframing your thoughts is one of the most powerful ways to change your mindset. By focusing on the potential for positive outcomes, you not only reduce your anxiety, but also open yourself up to opportunities. Your brain is wired to respond to the stories you tell it, so start telling yourself better stories. Next time you catch yourself spiraling into overthinking, pause and consciously shift your thoughts toward the positive. You'll be amazed at how quickly your mindset changes. Tip 4. Set clear boundaries with your time. Overthinking can creep in when you don't have structure or clear priorities. When everything feels urgent, it's easy to get lost in your thoughts, worrying about what needs to be done and when. Setting clear boundaries around your time is essential for preventing overthinking. Create a schedule that prioritizes what's truly important and stick to it. By doing this, you create space for focus and productivity, leaving less room for your mind to wander. Also, give yourself permission to say no to things that don't align with your goals. Every time you say yes to a distraction, you're saying no to your own success. By protecting your time, you're also protecting your mental space and freeing yourself from unnecessary overthinking. Tip 5. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is one of the most effective tools for overcoming overthinking. When you practice mindfulness, you train your brain to stay focused on the present moment rather than getting lost in the what-ifs or worst-case scenarios. Overthinking thrives when your mind is jumping between the past and the future. Mindfulness pulls you back into the present, where overthinking has no power. This doesn't mean you need to meditate for hours. Something as simple as a 5-minute breathing exercise or being fully present while you drink your morning coffee can make a huge difference. The more you practice mindfulness, the more control you'll have over your thoughts, and the easier it will be to stop overthinking before it starts. Tip 6. Challenge your thoughts. Overthinking usually stems from accepting every thought you have as the truth. But the reality is, not everything your mind tells you is accurate. In fact, many of the thoughts that fuel overthinking are based on fear, doubt, or worst-case scenarios that are unlikely to happen. The next time you find yourself spiraling, pause and challenge those thoughts. Ask yourself, is this really true? What evidence do I have to support this? Often, you'll find that your overthinking is based on assumptions rather than facts. By challenging your thoughts, you can disrupt the overthinking pattern and regain control over your mind. It's about training yourself to question the stories you're telling yourself and replace them with more balanced, realistic ones. Tip 7. Create a decision-making framework. One of the biggest reasons people overthink is because they struggle to make decisions. Without a clear process, even small decisions can feel overwhelming, leading to analysis paralysis. Creating a decision-making framework is a game changer. This could be something as simple as a pros and cons list, or setting a time limit for how long you'll allow yourself to think about a decision before you act. The goal is to streamline your decision-making process so that you can make choices quickly and confidently without getting lost in endless overanalysis. With a framework in place, you eliminate the need to second-guess every decision, freeing up mental energy for more important things. Plus, once you have a system, decision-making becomes easier over time, helping you stay focused on your goals rather than getting bogged down in unnecessary details. Now that you've learned these 7 powerful strategies to stop overthinking, it's time to put them into action. Don't let your mind hold you back from living the life you've always wanted. For more tips on how to unlock your potential and make smarter decisions, check out my video on how to overcome procrastination, the ultimate guide. Click the link on the screen, and I'll see you in the next video.